10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, 100% reason to remember the name.
Hey, what's going on guys? Kaush from Kaush&Ko here. Just going to run you through a leg workout that my brother and I did a couple of days ago. As you can see here, we're warmed up with some static stretches. This one's specifically for the hamstrings and the groin, which are really important for squats that we're going to do later on. A full summary of what we did during this workout will be in the description below, so check that out if you're interested. And then I'll move on to stretching out the lower back. This is again really important, especially for squats. We also did some other static stretches such as your hamstrings and your quads and stuff like that. That stuff's pretty boring, so we didn't really film it, but make sure you do those as well before you work out. Then before we moved on to any big compound movements, we did single leg extensions, lower weight, high reps, just to warm up the knees and warm up the quads as well. It's really important that you warm up your joints properly before doing compound movements so that you can avoid injuries. Then as you see here, we moved on to squats. Just a couple sets with the bar to get the form right and go through the movement. My brother's doing back squat and I do front squat. I'm trying to target the quads more, so that's why I prefer to do front squat, whereas my brother is still building his foundation, so he sticks to back squat. After a couple of sets with just the bar, we did a few more sets with 40 kilos. This is again still warming up. It's really important not to jump up too high in weight too quickly. That will help you avoid injuries as well. Here we're trying to make sure that we're properly contracting the muscles, feeling a good squeeze. Really important to gauge all the muscles and keep your core tight as well when you're doing squats. Here on my set you can sort of see that I don't really lock out at the top. This is more just to keep constant tension on the muscle and get more of a pump going quicker. We pyramided the weight up gradually. Here you can see a working set at 80 kilos. We're shooting for between 8 and 12 reps. Trying to keep the form nice and tight, concentrating on engaging the core and making sure the movement's nice and fluid. We're also trying to concentrate on keeping our chest up. It's really easy for your chest to start going downwards and facing the floor, especially at the higher weights. We then did a couple of sets of high weight, low rep. This is mainly to maintain some of the strength we have while we're on this cut. So as you see here, we did 100 kilos for 2 sets, aiming for between 2 and 3 reps. Really trying to keep the core tight here and maintain as good a form as possible while we're doing this high weight. We then moved on to some walking lunges. These are killer exercise and work both the hamstrings and the quads nicely. We're aiming for between 8 and 12 reps per leg. So we did 3 sets of this up and down, which by the end of it, our hamstrings and quads were fried. This is a really good exercise that a lot of people neglect because of how difficult it is. You don't really need a lot of weight, you just need to rep it out more. And because it attacks your cardiovascular system as well, this is a must do on leg days for us. We try not to let our knees touch the floor. This is just to reduce some of the tension put on the kneecaps. After walking lunges, we moved on to goblet squats. These are great for targeting the glutes and the inner part of the quad. Shooting for between 12 to 14 reps on these, just trying to maintain constant tension on the muscles. No need to go with a super high weight here. We prefer to go moderate weight and just do more reps of it. After that, we moved on to leg extensions, working on contracting the muscle at the top, squeezing and then slowly releasing it down. We're aiming for about 12 to 14 reps of this, and then working up to one heavy set where we just did about 6 to 8 reps. After that we did some hamstring curls, but that's a pretty boring movement, so we decided not to record it. After we did the hamstring curls, we did these Romanian deadlifts, similar to a stiff leg, but you have a bit of a bend in your leg. Working up to a heavy set where we did about 8 reps, mainly doing sets of between 8 and 12 reps. It's really important to maintain your mind-muscle connection with your glutes and your hamstrings on this, so that you don't bring your lower back into play too much. We then finished the workout with calf raises on the Smith machine. We're trying to get a good squeeze at the top and a stretch at the bottom. Don't sacrifice form by going too high in weight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary and maybe it gave you some ideas for your next leg workout. Stay tuned for the rest of the video because there's some good footage of food coming. If you want to see more content from us, hit the subscribe button. Thanks guys.
One eternity later.
Today, we're here at Chipotle. Got myself a little chicken burrito bowl. So let me just tell you what I've got in here. I've got single serving of pinto beans, double chicken, single serving of white rice, the mild salsa, and just lettuce, just regular lettuce. But along with that, on the side, 6 soft corn tortilla wraps, and you should have seen the look on the server's face when I asked for these. But we're not done yet, because obviously they have their cheese, they have their guac, they have their sour cream. However, we can't fit that in our macros, so we come prepared. Got my low-fat mayo, got my low-fat cheese. I'm not too sure if this is like correct to add mayo onto Chipotle, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So what are we going for? I'm going for 30 grams of cheese on top of this. Show you this. Oh yes. Grams of cheese. Just so much cheese. Tell me when I hit 25. Actually, no, right. So, and the reason why I got 6 soft corn tortilla wraps, because there are literally no fats in these, not a single trace of fat, and also get a burrito roll, get these, and you can make your own tacos. Don't need to buy them and pay the extra. Smart.
So I've got double steak, double rice, double pinto beans, lettuce, some mild salsa, 30 grams of cheese, 30 grams of the mayo, a little bit of their hot sauce on top.
Mate.
Also got the pav here, the nice in
Now you see I have, don't know how many grams of anything, but it's a nice burrito.
He's not tracking macros at the moment.
He's not tracking macros.
He's
Man's just bulking.
He's on a straight up bulk power bulk,
fine.
so
He doesn't need to cut.
we're going to enjoy this. We'll see you in the next clip.